Hi, and welcome to the VenoCount system. Today, I'm going to walk you through setting up your inventory and completing your first count. To get started, we need to select our supplier in the Settings menu. Here, we'll click Settings and Supplier Settings. Then, we'll select the supplier that we want. Today, I'm going to pick the Nova Scotia Liquor Corporation. If your supplier is not here, no worries, just skip this step and we'll add all the items as custom items. Now I'm going to click OK, and my supplier is added. Time to get started on my inventory count. To start, I'm going to click the Inventory Count tile, and here in the Inventory Count screen, you can see that I have no count started just yet. So I'll start my first count with the button on the bottom. In this screen, I've got my scanner, my list of items, and my Submit button, as well as a toggle for whole or portion, depending on whether I'm counting the whole amount of bottles that I have or portions of bottles out front of my bar. To get started, I'm going to scan the barcode on the bottles that I have, and the item will be automatically added to my inventory based on my supplier. Here you can see that the system will let me know how many whole bottles of Blue Croco that I have, or I can go to the right and tell the system how many portions of the bottle that I have based on the slider available. Next, I'm going to scan a case of beer, and the system's automatically going to add Corona to my list. Here in the whole, you can see that it's asking me how many whole boxes of 12 bottles of Corona do I have, or if I go to portion, it'll ask me how many single bottles of Corona do I have. If I go back to my whole and say I have 2 full cases, I'll add those to inventory, and the system will automatically tell me that I have 24 bottles of Corona in inventory. The system always works based on whole or portion and number of bottles that we have. So if we want to toggle over to portion, we're able to quickly get into our portions of bottles so we can quickly count the number of opens in our actual bar. Now, if you have custom items that you wish to add to your inventory, what we're going to do is go back, say continue, all your data will be saved, not to worry. We're going to go back again to our main screen and click Add New Item. Here in Add New Item, we'll see our inventory list again, but we can also click Add New Item, and we'll be able to add any item that we want. So for this example, let's go with a Coors keg. So we're going to add our Coors, we're going to have our count by, which our options are bottle, so just one individual bottle, a case, which has more than one bottle within a case, typically for beer, or keg. So in this example, we're going to go with keg. Great. And you can add a barcode to the item by scanning it, but you don't have to do that. So I'm going to click OK. When we go to next, we're able to select our measure. So we're able to see which keg sizes we have available. So let's go with a 30-liter keg for this example and click next. Here we'll have some example settings, so I'm going to be able to drop down and see my Nova Scotia Liquor Corporation supplier, but I'm not ready to set them up as my supplier there just yet. We can set our minimum and maximum levels for our reordering and our price, so let's put a price in there of $100 right now. So I'm going to add this item to inventory, and just like that I have a Coors Light keg. Now, when I go back to my inventory count, I'll pick up the one in progress by clicking it. You'll be able to see that my Coors Light keg is here. When I click the whole here, if I have 3 full kegs in my whole, I'll click Add. And if I toggle over to portion, I'm going to get a keg slider where I can add how much of the keg I have in inventory. Perfect. And just like that, we have examples on our individual bottles, our case counts, and our keg counts. Now, one of the great options through VenoCount is to actually use our liquor and our keg scales. Now, these hardware items are available from our team. If you don't have them just yet, click our support button and get in contact with us, and we'll be happy to get you set up. But when you do have them, you'll click your settings button, your scale settings, and you can turn both the options on. With these options on, go back in your inventory count, go to your inventory in progress, and you'll be able to now go to your items. If it's a bottle of liquor, say, like our Blue Croco, I can click in on that, and my scale will automatically pick up to the system. I lay my bottle on the scale, and automatically I'll get down to the ounce accuracy on what's in my bottle. Add that to inventory, no problem. Next, on my keg, if I click the portion on that, it's going to ask me how many pounds are left. I type in the number that I see on my scale, and just like that, the system knows exactly how much is left in the keg and will add it to the inventory. So simple. This process can save you up to 60% time on your inventory in your store. Once our inventory is all complete, I'm going to click Submit Count. I'm going to be sure this is done, and the system will update all of my inventory numbers, and I'll see my count complete. If I want to review the count at any time, I can click in on it and view the items that were counted. And if I want to see what I have in inventory, I'll click my Inventory List button, and just like that, all my items are available there. For our manager tools, don't forget to visit app.venocount.com to get access to all of your inventory logs, your items, and your reordering functions, as well as setting up your custom suppliers.